Hi, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video, how to clean up your system files. Did you know Windows is actually storing lots of junk files which you really don't need and you should probably get rid of right away, especially with disk drive prices being as criminal as they are at the moment. You want to try and recover as much space as physically possible. So in today's video, we're going to look at some very, very easy things you can do on your system to regain some of that storage space. And also, if you don't want to follow along, don't worry, there is going to be a batch file which you can download and it will just run it all for you. But if you want to follow along, feel free to do so, and we're going to do that right away. Okay, so on our Windows desktop here, we've got our folder, it's got our batch file, etc., which you can download. I'll put that on the Discord and I'll put some links in the video description. If I can't post it in the YouTube comments, which I may not be able to because of the way scripts work, but anyway, they'll be somewhere in the video description, so if you want to do it that way, you're more than welcome to. But if you don't mind getting your hands dirty and doing it a little bit for yourself, then this is what we're going to do. Now, obviously, before you do anything, it's always a good idea to make a backup of your system, just in case anything should go wrong. Realistically, what we're doing here is very safe and very straightforward, but it's always worth being a little bit on the cautious side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of some of the prefetch files in the prefetch folder. And what this is Windows kind of loads a kind of small snippet of programs which you run, and when you try to rerun that program, it uses that snippet to try and make the system run or open things faster. These days with modern equipment, this is pretty much a relic of the past, so let's delete all of those files because we basically don't need them. So what you're going to want to do is to click on the start button and then go to, or just start typing run to get the run dialog box and get that box up. And then what we're going to want to do is to type into here, just type in something very simple, prefetch, all one word, and hit enter. And you'll get a error message because this is basically admin level. Just click on continue and then you'll see all of your files and folders. And what you can do if you want to see how much is actually being used here, you can do select all, right click and choose properties and see how much is taken up. Now it's not a massive amount, but every little helps. So we're going to get rid of these anyway. So if you want to select all and remove all of them, you can do Control A, or you can go up to the top on these buttons here and do select all. Whichever you want to do is absolutely fine. And what you can do, if you want the files to go to the recycle bin, just press delete. If you want them to be permanently deleted, press Shift and delete. So I'm going to press Shift and delete. And it'll say, are you sure you want to permanently delete these items? Yes, we do. And there we go. Now, some files you may not be able to actually delete because they're actually in use, which makes complete sense. So don't worry about it too much. Hence why there is a batch file, so you can run this on a regular basis. Now, the next one is one which Windows dumps stuff in all the time, especially when you're opening and closing programs. Maybe a program has crashed and it hasn't removed the files behind it. So this is your own personal user temporary file. And in order to find this one, again, we're going to do the same thing. So just go to your Windows and type in run and use the run dialog again. And this time, instead of prefetch, we're going to do something very simple. So we're going to do the %, then temp, then % and press enter. And this is going to bring out your temporary files. And again, if you want to see how much is here, you can click on these dots here, do select all, right click and choose properties. And you can see there's not a great deal here. I've kept this relatively clean, so yeah, it's pretty good. But you may find on your system, the temporary files may be tens, if not hundreds of gigabytes. It does build up very, very quickly. So again, we're going to do the same thing. If you want to just delete them and send them to recycle bin, press delete. If you want to delete them permanently, press Shift and delete, which I'm going to do now. Now, it'll give you the warning. Do you want to delete these? Yes, we do. And again, there are going to be some which are actually in use. So programs which are open do have temporary files associated with them. So you'll get this message come up here. And the best thing to do is just tick this box and choose skip. And it will skip the ones that it can't physically delete. So that's absolutely great. So that's our temporary folder cleaned up as much as we can for our user. Now, Windows actually has its own temporary file. So this is outside of the user preferences. So if we want to clean the system temporary file, this one, again, very similar. All we need to do is to click on the start bar, type run, and we'll open up the run dialog box. And this time we're going to type in something just a little bit different. So this time we're going to do % windir, percentage, backslash, and temp. So it looks like that. Press enter. And again, you're going to get the warning saying you don't have access. Do you want it? Yes, we do. Continue. And there we go. So again, we're going to do the same thing. See how much this is. Mine's not going to be very big because I've done this recently. Right click, choose all, and properties. And yeah, a couple of 100 megabytes. Again, your mileage may differ. You may have a gigabyte, tens of gigabytes, hundreds of gigabytes of storage in your temp folders if you haven't been keeping on top of your system maintenance. Again, we're going to delete as much as we can. So I'm going to hold shift and press delete. And this is going to permanently delete all of the items. And again, we're going to come up with the thing that some things are actually in use. So that's fine. So we can just click on here and choose skip. And it'll delete what it can. And that's it. We are pretty much done. So that's it for file system. But what about when you're actually browsing the internet? So not only does your browser itself collect trash, your system does as well. So in order to get rid of that, we're going to do something a little bit different now. So we're going to now go down the bottom here, type in command, and we are going to run this as administrator. User account control is going to pop up. We're going to click on yes. And now we're just going to type in ipconfig, then a space, then a /, and then flushdns. So this is basically your DNS records. So as your system, or when you click on a link or you type a search, every time you do that, it's using the DNS or domain name resolver or domain name system to actually locate those internet sites. So rather than having to memorize a long-winded string of numbers, you can just type in something like google.com, whatever. Now, in order to find that, DNS is like an address book and it knows where all these locations are by IP address. So if you flush out your DNS, it can make things a little bit cleaner, especially if you've been using your system for a long time and some of the DNS records are incorrect, or sometimes file sites may have moved, etc., etc. But anyway, this is just another thing you can do to keep your system a little bit cleaner. So when you're ready, press enter. And there you go. Successfully flushed the DNS resolver cache. So there's 4 things you can do to help clean up your system. And if you want to, like I said, there will be this clean me bat. So there's a text file that shows you basically what is in there. So I essentially made this up so you can use it yourselves. So you're going through all this hassle, and potentially if you want to, you can get it to run on a weekly or monthly basis, or just run it whenever you feel like it. You can drag it onto your desktop and just right click, run as administrator, and click yes. And essentially it'll go through and it will clean up those 4 items. So the prefetch, the user temp, the system temp, and also your DNS. And it tells you the size before, the size after, and how much space has been saved. So in this instance, we've actually gained a little bit because we cleaned it beforehand. But obviously your mileage may differ. Please, if you do this, let me know in the comments section, how much space did you manage to save on your system? And be interested to see who has the worst system or who has gained the most space back. With this as well, when you're finished, you can just press a key to exit and that's it. It is done. So if you want to save that onto your desktop somewhere and use it, whatever, that's entirely up to you. Links for all this will be in the video description, so please do check it out. So there you go, there are some tips for how to help clean up your Windows system, and no doubt if you don't do regular maintenance or you're on a install which has been running for years and years, which some of you I know will be there, potentially your temporary files for both your personal folder and also the system folder could be way out of hand. And also flushing the DNS is always a good way if you're suffering with any internet instabilities. Anyway, hopefully this video has been useful to you. If it has, smash the like button. If you want to see more content like this on a daily basis, maybe consider hitting subscribe, and if you do that, click on all notifications, and that way hopefully you'll be notified of future video releases. But for now, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.